Alright, here's the first of my guides this week, I guess, during Thanksgiving break. This one's going to be a quick Aviansie guide, and before I start, you guys have to know that to get there, you need at least 60 strength or agility. If you don't have 60 strength or agility, you won't be able to get there. You also have to have Troll Stronghold completed. And I recommend having at least 70 defense. If you don't, then you need at least 43 prey. You can do it with 40 defense, you just won't last long. But I recommend 70 defense or at least 43 prey. I'm going to have a section for pures on this guide too, so you can do this one defense. I also recommend 70 range, just because it's easier because you can get into the orbital strongholds and they're faster to kill. You can do it with low range, but once again, you'll make less money an hour. You of course need to have an armadillo and a Zemi item at least. The place I go, you need the armadillo and the Zami item. These are the ones I'm using for this guide. You know, also this is like the medium setup, and I'll go into that again in a little bit. And if you have Edgar's Ruse completed, it helps tremendously getting there, which I will show both methods of getting there in this guide. Alright, now for setups. The setup right here would be the setup that I use right now, since I don't have much money. There's also a higher level setup, but honestly, if you have the money to buy full armadillo, and I don't think you'll be trying to make money in Advances, but of course you can replace this with armadillo and an Elslian and just mix this all up. Anyway, for my inventory in this setup, this is what I bring. I bring 4 unicorns, scrolls, teleport runes to troll him. I'll get in that later. If you don't have the teleport runes, of course, then you have to choose the other way, which I will show. I bring 5 ranging pots, the rest monkfish just in case, and this super restore just so I can keep the other unis out. And then high alch runes because you get drops occasionally like rune daggers. You can alch. Alright, now we're going to go into the pure setup. Alright, for the pure setup, this is what I would recommend right here. If you can't use the broad tip bolts, just bring mithril. It's pretty much the same, just I prefer the broads. They're a little bit better, in my opinion. And of course, probably since you're pure, you don't have the loaders, you have an accumulator. And climbing boots, armadillo, mitre, I guess that's how it's said. And of course, since you have the mitre, you can replace the pendant with a glory or a fury, whatever you consider. I recommend a fury, or even better, a ranging Emmy, just be equally as good. And then of course, you have this Emmy item, or you can replace it with anything. You just need a prayer bonus, and then I have that because it's plus. If you guys want a guide on how to get the illuminated unholy books, just let me know, and I can make a guide for that. It gives +3 to the prayer bonus, which is why, of course, I'm using it here. And then, of course, since you have 1 defense as a pure, or this also works if you don't have as much money to buy the other gear, you'll need 5 ranging pots, the alch runes, the tele runes, the teleport houses, and the prayer pots. Of course, as a pure, I doubt you'll have Edgar's Ruse completed, so you just replace the law runes with another prayer pot, and you'll follow the route that I'll show how to get there. That's not teleporting. So, now let's move on to the next part of the guide, which is, of course, getting there. Alright, of course, this is the fastest way to get here. You just pretty much click your teleport thing and you teleport. And then you're at top of Trollheim. As soon as the load gets lagging a bit. And then pretty much you'll just jump down this right here. You just follow this route right here, which is of course the easiest way to get there since it's just like you teleport pretty much right here. And climb over this one, right over here, and you just watch my character and follow this way, I guess. Of course you can do a little teleport thing where you replace this with a food or whatever, but I don't feel it's necessary. At least at the moment, of course. Anyway. I just don't find it necessary. I think it's a waste of time. Anyway, then you'll just run. You'll follow this little circle thing. Now that they changed Trollheim, it's kind of confusing if you haven't been here in a while, of course. And you just run this way. I'm trying to be more enthusiastic right now, so tell me if I did a good job. Owen said I need to be. And then you click range prey. Of course, unless you're max combat, then they don't attack you, but if you're under max combat, and you'll be at the rock right here. And now I'll show the way to get here if you have not completed Edgar's route. Alright, for this method you'll start from whatever bank you want to be at, and you start with, you take where the law runes where you replace it with a games necklace. You grab it and you go to Birthright Troll Invasion. And while you're telling here, as soon as you tell it and it loads, you run over to this bank right over here, which is right by the little rewards guy, and you click on his little chest here, and you'll bank this, and you'll have to get climbing boots out. You'll need the climbing boots to get over all the things. So if you have the dragon boots, you just replace where your climbing boots so you get through it. And you just run this way. And it's a little bit different now they have the troll stronghold, troll invasion thing. And you just run up this way. And you'll run up this way and you'll go left. If you did the plateau before the update of all the trolls and everything, it's a little confusing. It took me a while to actually figure this out on my peer when I was working on him. And so anyway, you'll run up this way and you'll go through the stripper's house just like you do in the quest. And then through this door and you climb over this little stile here. While I'm running up to the Trollheim. While I'm running up to Trollheim, I guess I'll talk about Aviansies, like the advantages and disadvantages. Well, of course, as you can see, I don't have any bonus features tabs. They're great to have if you want to stay for a long period of time. But, of course, Aviansies get really, really boring. If you have the will to stay, I definitely recommend them. When I first did Aviansies, when I was like 80 range, it was definitely worth it because I made a lot of money back then. And as far as this goes for range training, it's pretty decent XP. I got probably from like 80 to 85 range here, I think. I don't even remember. It's been so long. I've been 95 for like 2 years, so I guess I'll get 99 probably this way. Or tomorrow I'm coming out with a Jad guide, and you'll have to watch that. And I'm going to do it from the start to the finish, because I just got approved to have longer than 15-minute videos on YouTube. So I'm going to probably make a video Jad guide from start to finish, like the whole thing, commentary. Hopefully I can think of stuff to talk about while I'm doing that. I haven't done this since the update, so I hope I'm going the right way. I believe I am. And then you just follow my path here. Anyway, ignore the vibration. It's my phone. So I think, alright. It's new. Alright, so just run up this way. These rocks confuse me right here. Just run up through this thing right here. And jump over this little thing. I think these are weird. They should be like different. A lot different. And then just run through here where you killed Dad during the quest. You ever talk to him? Like, he's like, they're named after the first thing you try to eat. If you guys didn't know that, now you know. That's why trolls are named. You learn it through quests and stuff. Anyway. And then you just jump through this cave right here. Anyway, fall. I'm still going there. Aviansies. There's multiple spots within the Aviansies where you can train. I prefer on the other side, if you do not have 70 range, you won't be able to go where I go, which I'll show you that spot before I go to my spot. But for my spot, you'll need the Mythic Grapple. Hope you guys can't hear my music. I'm listening to it while I'm trying to do this commentary. Keep my head straight so I don't get distracted as I talk about random stuff. Anyway, so you're going up through here. And these trolls right here with the rocks at you, of course, so unless you're max combat, obviously, I doubt you'll be training on Aviansies at max combat. But, of course, if you do, you have to remember. Squeeze past if you have 60 agility, I like it, or you can lift if you have 60 strength. Either way, you have to have one or the other, or you cannot enter. If it's your first time to God Wars, you'll need to bring a rope. I know I forgot to mention that before, but you'll have to bring a rope if it's your first time. And you'll just use it up here. I'll show you where in a minute. And you just melee pray next to these wolves, because they can do some damage. Anyway, right up here where this like exclamation point is and everything, you'll use your rope on that thing right here and just let the rope down. It's that easy. You only have to do it once, so I did it when Koala God Wars like first came out forever ago. And what you'll do is you get here, you'll run to the south, just pretty much straight south from the rope. Once you're in here, and right here you would, for my method, you equip your myth grapple and jump over here. Of course, put your dragon boots on for the defense, of course. But if you do not have the 70 range to get in there, you can just sit right out here and kill them here. Whatever you're most comfortable with. Of course, you kill the lower level ones, the 70s and 80s. This is where I did it before I had 70 range, forever ago. And if you do have 70 range, I'd highly recommend just jumping over here. Then if you do it out there, you definitely need a Sarah item. They mentioned at the beginning again, but because all the Sarah people here. Over here, all you need is Zammy item, which is why I like it so much. And sometimes when you cross this, your grapple will break. You can just grab one from this box right here if it breaks, so you don't have to buy a new one every time. And then right here, you'll summon your unicorn. You can do it right here, where there's a couple 70s right here. 90, 73, and there's a 79 over here. Or you move right over to here. It's a lot easier to do this now that the bots are gone, just saying. And then you'll start killing this one right here. I always kill the 73 and then there's a 79 that spawns right here. Of course he's flying around right now, I'll have to find him. But there's a 73 that spawns here, 79 that spawns there. You should usually kill him back to back. And this is also, if you guys haven't wondered, this is how you get Casey for Armadillo. If you haven't been there, of course, you probably have, but if you haven't. But this is how you get Casey for Armadillo. And from what current prices, Addy bars are actually almost 3k each right now. Since the bots are banned, they're not like spamming all over this place. And so Addy bars are actually going up in price right now. So they're 3k each, so you can make 500 to 1.5 mil profit depending on your range level, and if you're range potting extreme ranges, of course, if you have the herb lore to place these with. I highly recommend it, but I don't right now, so that's why I'm of course making money, and this is the first of my money making for the week. And as you just kill these, you'll just pick up the Addy bars as they drop. There's drops like rune drops occasionally that you'll just high out, because I don't see the point of just like keeping them in your inventory. I guess you could do that to summon G, but might as well just alch them so they don't take up your inventory space. You can last here for hours. There's people who get here. If you bring Bones to Peaches, you can last here till max KC, where this changes to max, the number, at 4,000, unless they've changed that since I last looked. Which I think would be kind of cool. I've never been able to do it just because Aviansies bore me. And anyway, so this is a decent way to make money, and I'll probably have either another money making guide, possibly borrows. I had one on my other channel, which got deleted, and no one probably ever heard of me. I only had like 100 something subscribers maybe, and now I have 12 at the moment while I'm making this video. But hopefully, I'm going to try to make daily videos this week. Tomorrow will either be a Jad guide from start to finish, whole commentary the whole way, or I'll have borrows guide, so look out for those. I'll kill a few of these and I'll PC some Addy bars so y'all see how much you get. And hope you guys enjoyed, and subscribe if you liked it. And I'll have more out, possibly daily or bi-daily videos. One drop is like 11k right now, if you guys are wondering. And hope you guys enjoy. If you guys have any recommendations, any comments, feedback, anything, just leave it in the description. Any guides you guys want to see or anything. If I should put text on the screen, let me know. That would help. I'm not sure. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow.